notifications. Hopefully I got it right. Oh, hi everybody. I'm Shauna and this is Ring of Light Crafts. Today we are going to make, as promised, Naughty and Nice list. Speaking of Naughty and Nice list, Red, can you spell it out correctly? Because you know me and my dyslexia. I just dropped my glue gun. Sorry guys, hang on. And the dog wants in the house. Oh, that dog. Anyway, gotta love them, right? We do. All right, give her paper. Okay. You guys bear with me. Okay, today what we are going to do is make book. I made a spell book for Halloween. Hi Jill, welcome. So we made a spell book for Halloween. So this time we are going to make a Naughty and Nice book. This one here was made with an actual book. Okay, guys? But this book was an old, recycled, used book and was bought originally from a thrift store. And I did not destroy anything on the inside so that if we needed it, you can still use it. But I don't recommend using books because, one, it breaks my daughter's heart every time I do. So how to find a solution to using a real book. Even though it's new and very outdated, some of the things are still valid. So we're trying not to use real books. So, hi Brooklyn, welcome. Let me set that one aside. Thank you, love. This is what we started to do. Oh, got my face. Still valid. It's okay, love. So this is what we started to do. And this is my second spell book that we did live. But on the inside, it's a binder. But this one was originally an address book that someone actually laminated these. So I'm going to keep it this way. And the other one, or in the back, I will put pictures that I've made of Halloween stuff and put in here, my photographs. So next year somebody say, hey, do you remember? I can pull it out, look through it and say, hey, yeah, I remember. Look at here. Is this what you're talking about? So hopefully it will help with the future. Who knows? But anyways, it did not destroy a book. It's just a binder or an address book, an old one. This one was actually very outdated, but they laminated it. Still has addresses in a few pages. I need to take them out. But anyways, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make a Christmas one. And it won't dry as fast as I want it to because it is, well, so-called fall. Or winter, depends on where you're at, huh? Well, maybe not yet. I mean by it's snowing. I don't mean that it's actually winter yet. Right now, we are barely starting to get overcast, which is yes. If you don't know already, I love the rain. I'm the one that you will catch outside, stomping in the rain, ruining my shoes, my clothes, getting soggy wet, having a blast. I'm the one that be out in a thunderstorm. Maybe not brilliant, but I love weather. I'm not fond of snow, so those that do have snow, keep cool. Well, no, keep warm. Anyways, so we're going to be making these, okay? Let me set my spell books aside. Both of them. For ours, excuse me, I went to the thrift store and I found this one. This one says Mr. and Mrs., so I guess it was somebody originally a wedding book, which they still never use. It's untouched and it still has nice paper. So instead of tearing out the paper and putting in, you know, the picture holders, what we will do is to take a photograph just like with the spell book, but we will hook them on and put those little corner pieces so it looks a little more. So we're not destroying the book. And anything that is like wedding based, we can just, you know, cover it up or whatever. But this is the one we're going to use. This is just, like I said, oh, we do have some picture holders in the back, which I just noticed. Okay. This one here cost me a whole $2. I'm not ruining a legible book. There's nothing in this book. So we're going to turn it into something we can use in the long run. You guys, before we get started, oh, it's 52 degrees, Jill? Dang, you must be cold. Is it snowing where you're at? My daughter is here. She's getting her computer set up, so she'll let us know when you reply, so I can know. Because I want to know, is it snowing? Okay, up on the top of the computer what you guys are looking for, if you're on a laptop or a computer itself. I'm sorry, I got hair in my mouth, my puppy dog. She decided to come up and try to give me a kiss. Silly puppy. Okay, you have three dots. Now, if you go on that, if you click on it, I don't know if you can do it when it's live or not live, or if it'll even be there. But it will say turn on future notification. At least the one I saw on something. So I'm just assuming that maybe it's on all of them. It may not be. I truly don't know. But that may help get notifications when I'm going live again. Right now, today is day 3 of 15. So we're going to make our Santa Claus book. What we need today is for me to quit rambling and get busy, huh?
No snow.
No snow. Oh, good. I know. People love snow. Just not me.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Welcome. We are making all, I'll just say it real fast. We're making all Naughty and Nice spell book. Oh, excuse me. No, we're not. We're making our Naughty and Nice Christmas book, not a spell book, which is going to be turned into a photo album. Who?
Buckeye Girl.
Oh, hi, Buckeye Girl. Welcome. Which will be, oh, I loved your angels. I didn't get to watch it all, but I will finish watching it. Buckeye Girl from Buckeye Girl Reef and Things made some beautiful angels today. So on the inside, I will put my little slips and put my pictures and stuff of what I made for Halloween. We're going to do the same thing for Christmas. What we need is a cheap binder from thrift store, guys. Don't spend a lot of money on these. There's no need to, in my opinion. If you want to and you can, have a blast. I just got this cheap little binder out of the thrift store for $2. So you need your binder. You'll need anything that you want to decorate it with.
Darlene.
Hi, darling.
Buckeye Girl said mine would just be naughty.
I love it. Truthfully, probably mine too. I know somebody that would be quite, well, I won't say. It would be very interesting to see what those be. Anyways, you need Mod Podge. You'll need anything that you want to decorate the front with, okay? Which we're going to turn those into a little Christmas scene. And then we'll show the decorations after we get to that point. But the most crucial part you need is your Mod Podge, your binder, and paper towels. Hi, Becky. Welcome. Yep, I said it. Paper towels. So you don't need a whole roll. Matter of fact, the most you'll probably need is to cover the entire book. And if there's any see-through of whatever the saying originally was, like this is Mr. and Mrs. I think it should be Mrs. and Mr. I don't know. I'm joking, guys. Anyways, welcome, everybody. And here, let's get started. Let me adjust my shirt, please. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we will do.
Buckeye Girl says, hold on, sorry. Used a binder as a family cookbook for a Christmas gift one year.
Oh, there you go. That's an awesome idea. Excuse my cough, guys. My allergies are just killing me. So I need to try to open my Mod Podge, which, as you all know, this has been not very friendly to me here lately because it's old and dying off, and I'm in great need of some.
You have another bottle.
I have another bottle of Mod Podge?
I found it in one of your toys.
Oh my gosh, I have another bottle of Mod Podge. I had no clue. Yay, me! Because I'll be out soon enough, right? Okay, so our first step is this, as you can hear, already has like little rough to it. Some of them are very slick and smooth. If you want, just take a light sandpaper and just go over it, rough it up a little so everything will stick to it. You don't have to. I'm sure it will stick once it dries, but it's just a precaution. So the first thing I do is take my Mod Podge and my favorite little brush, and we go ahead, and I'm just putting it all over this. Nothing Pacific way at all. No Pacific way. I'm simply covering it. I don't want it to look perfect because nobody will see the Mod Podge, right? We will be doing two things while this one dries just a few minutes so I can do the next step today. And that one, you might want to be more cautious on, but not this one.
Darlene says, I am making a binder for my granddaughter with pages of clip art so she can make stickers or magnets with her Epson I got her.
Awesome. That'd be fun. That's a great idea. So what we're going to do,
Hi, Tammy.
hi Tammy, is you take your paper towels, lay it on your binder you just put your Mod Podge on. Like I said before, no particular order. Doesn't matter if it's perfectly squared, not squared. Oops. Half on, half off. It really does not matter. All you're going to do is lay it down, since I wiped that off. Lay down your paper towel. And see how that ripped? I don't care that it ripped. Because our next step is to go ahead and take more Mod Podge and go right over our paper towel.
Darlene said that it should teach her to be creative as well.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That's very true. I think that'd be a great idea. So we just go ahead. We're going over our little book here. Notice my wrinkles. I want my wrinkles. Because one, I have texture on my paper towels. You want that. You want to, well, you don't have to have that, but I want that. So,
Tammy said, hey, what are you making today?
hi Tammy, we are making our Santa Claus Naughty and Nice book for Christmas. Very similar to our spell book for Halloween. And I just get some going down the side because you do all sides of this. And just get it to go down. And nothing fancy once again. What? Come on, baby. And there we go. So just letting my book move me around, huh? Okay. And I can still see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can still see the Mr. and Mrs. So what I'm going to do is get my Mod Podge right here. Set it down. Is I'm going to go ahead and take pieces and just put pieces over it. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. A lot of pieces, any design, because I am simply going to add more Mod Podge.
Darlene said, I love new ideas.
Oh, great. I hope you can try this one if you like. That'll be awesome. So with this here, I'm just laying them down. I'm just going to take my Mod Podge again. Notice I'm not worrying about the edges. The edges I will do last. And reason why is I got to shape them under, and I just want to at least show you guys how to start this.
Hi, Santa Claus.
Hi, Santa Claus. Okay, I'm going to put some of my Mod Podge in my little container because it's way low in my... let me move that out of my way so I'm not breathing it. Apologies. Okay, so once again, I'm putting my wrinkles in there. I want my wrinkles in there. I don't want it perfectly smooth. This here, actually, I am going to make, which is the Christmas one. And I don't want a lot of Mod Podge because I don't have time for it to dry in order to show you guys all the next steps. Because that would take us hours. Only because of the weather. My other one took maybe 15 minutes for it to dry.
I did not send that invite this time.
Okay, to who? Oh. Funny. Okay. Anyways. It's okay. He didn't watch it anyways. I know. I was joking. Okay. So anyways, I got it all over. And see all my nice little wrinkle? The most I might want to do is try to get some of the bubbles out. And that's okay because that'll give me more wrinkles. See my wrinkles? I don't know if you guys can see that there. But now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the edges. Because once I paint it, I can always come back and do it later. But I want to at least give you guys the ideal. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys that have most of the stuff on it. Let me turn it this way. All I'm going to do here is to catch your edges. Notice I'm not even paying attention how I'm doing it. It will be sloppy. That is the whole point of it. And I'm folding them right under. And then when you do this, you might discover that you actually missed a part. And you have to go back and pick it up. So I'm going to assume, whoops, never should assume, huh? It's going to pop right at me. Let me turn it and go ahead and lay it open.
Comments are temporarily disabled, so
What happened?
my comments are on.
Okay. The internet's having problems, you guys. So comments are temporarily not showing up. When they do, she will be more than happy to answer any questions. So all I'm going to do is apply that. And I will catch my other edge here. Add some of my glue. All Mod Podge, guys. For those that came on. I'm putting the Mod Podge, and then I'm just folding it over. Yes, it's going into my little picture there, but that's okay.
Okay.
You're back? Okay. So it's going oval, and that's all right. We're just going to go ahead and get that to fold oval. You know, Mod Podge, it usually dries fairly clear.
Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla. Welcome.
Johnny says, hi, it looks great. Good lighting. Darlene said,
Thank you, Johnny.
Binder vinyl?
You know what? I honestly do not know. It was just a cheap binder at a thrift store, and I just picked it up. Some people, well, most of them are like photo albums that I've been looking at because I want to be able to put my, slide pockets in there for photos and stuff. But I really don't think it matters if it's vinyl or really anything. Although this may be, I don't know if you can tell by hearing it. It does have that roughness to it. So anyways, okay, I can still see some of my Mr. and Mrs. right there. So real simple, you guys. I take some more of my paper. I'm just going to lay it on there. Try to hide Mr. and Mrs. Because this ain't Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. This is
Brooklyn
just...
said, I did a sticker book out of the photo album for my granddaughter. She loved it.
Oh, nice. There's so many things you can do with these things. It's so awesome. You just sit down and relax, think of something creative and make it and give it as a gift. That's great. So, okay, so I got Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus hidden. Now, our next step is, I'm not going to, the sides, you do the exact same way, guys. Just add your Mod Podge, put your paper towel down. All I'm going to do is, I'm not even going to bother using that up. Put that right there and do that in a minute. I'm going to set this aside after I catch up that hole right there. I'm just going to set this one aside and let it dry for a few minutes. I would say put it outside for a few minutes, love, but you know what? It's very cold. It is not going to dry. But at least this way we get a few seconds break here. Because I want to show you guys another thing. I saw someone take one of these. Mine's kind of dirty, but I don't think that's going to matter. And they took the Mod Podge. So we're going to try what I saw and see if it worked. They didn't put it on the outside. They put it on the inside. Nice and sloppy. So we're just going to go ahead and use up the rest of my Mod Podge that I have out here. While that just sits for a few minutes. And all they did was real fast. They just put it all the way around. They did it 2 different ways. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my other container because I had 2 of these. And I don't remember where I put it. It sucks because I did it for this particular project. And oh well. So it doesn't matter which way you do it. You're just taking your Mod Podge, putting it all the way around. Now, at this point, it's all covered on the inside. You can do it all up, down, sideways. It doesn't matter. Depends on what your next step is going to be. Now, if you just want to do it this way and let it sit and dry and see if what they did work, you can. Because I don't know if it'll work. Because I haven't tried it. So we're trying it right now. All I'm doing is putting my Mod Podge around it. I'm literally making sure I get every little edge covered. And the reason why is what they did, I don't remember who it was, unfortunately. They went ahead and let it set. Once it dried, it did not have a clear coat. And then they put the little tea light in it, and it looked pretty cool. It was really nice. But what I wanted to do, leave it to me to try something different, right? Since we got to wait a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to lower you guys back down. Watch your eyes, you guys. I'm sorry. And if you guys could please like and share my page, I really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 200 likes. And once we do, I will be having a drawing and giving away ribbon. So anyways, I wanted to try, taking glitter. That's the wrong one. Taking glitter and just dumping my glitter in there. Picking up on the edge. It doesn't have to be a lot. I don't know if you guys can see. If that thing quit hitting it. Okay. And just get some
I
glue.
have Mod Podge material cut in little pieces onto a ceramic knickknack. It works good, but it looking like a quilt.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So I'm just adding a bunch of my gold glitter because I want the gold to show for like a Christmas thing here. Let me get some in there. I know I'm making a mess, but I usually do, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so I got my gold in there, and it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Okay, now at this point, all you can do really is let it sit. Nothing else you can do with it. The gold's on the inside instead of the outside. So once it's done and it's dry, you put your tea light candle in there, and you got a little neat candle that you can use for a Christmas decoration. Or you can go ahead and make, put your little bow and stuff around it, which is probably what we will do. I just wanted to see what that would actually look like with the glitter. And once since the fake tea lights, the LD lights, you don't have to worry about it catching fire. You set that aside. Okay. I know this isn't dried yet, but that's okay.
Darlene said nice.
Thank you, Darlene. So with that, with this here, the little tea light thing, see how it's starting to dry the inside already with the Mod Podge? Hi, Mr. Gambon. So with that Mod Podge here, once it dries, you'll just see the gold glitter. And then you will add, your other decorations that you want, little ribbon bow. I can't think of what that string-like thing is called, but that's what I'm going to end up doing. Huh? Burlaps? Fairy lights. That's what I didn't think about that, but that's cool. Okay, now, remember yesterday, before we get back to our book, remember yesterday we took about 5 minutes, I guess, maybe a little more.
I never thought of doing it on the inside of the container.
Yeah, we're seeing how that works. I hope it really works out well, Becky. The other one that I'm going to do, and I can't find them. I cannot find a red truck nowhere. But we're going to be doing that too. Maybe not doing the 15 lives, but maybe if we do, it'd be kind of like just tossing it in while something dries so we can get to the next step. Okay, our little critters yesterday that we did.
Susan said shared.
Thank you, Susan. I really do appreciate it. You can't really see him too well, but he is actually twice his size. He will get up to 75% bigger. So we're hoping that he will fill this whole container. But it does take, like I said, anywhere between 72 hours and a week. Depends on the heat, and obviously it's going to be the week. But I want to give you guys a heads up on that. Now, our snake, which you can see, let me see if I can dump him a little. You can see part of its face right there, which you can tell is totally distorted. So he is starting to expand, and he probably will fill out and totally just, can you guys see that? Sorry, guys. He will totally just fill up the whole container. But I think his face looks pretty cool. I wish you guys can see that better. Anyway, so that's our snake. He is starting to grow, and he'll fill that out. Of course, remember, this was a toy, guys, not a real snake. Just in case somebody's new. Now, back to our subject here. Ooh, what do I do with my can? Bear with me 1 second, folks. I have a lid. Oh, okay. Here we go. Got a jar. All else fails, we got a jar. My favorite brush, I don't want ruined. You all know I got 3 favorite brushes, so and this is definitely one of them until I use it all the time. I mean, it's dying. Let me close up this because Mod Podge can literally just make you very nauseous. It is strong. Windows don't ever shut right on this. So let me get this out of my way so I'm not smelling it. Did not close. I'm just going to hope that it will dry like that. Okay. Now, our next step for our binder that we're making is to go ahead and clean up my brush. I'm going to lower you guys right back down, okay? Here we go. Any comments, Red? Okay. So this is our next step. I'll go ahead and turn this off just the best I can for right now. And shut my glitter. All right. So what we're going to do now is two things. Set this away because I ain't ready for it. I need my glue gun. You take your glue gun. What's wrong?
It was cute.
Oh, no problem. And you're going to literally draw right on this. Usually it's dry, so we're going to hope that it will show, okay, guys? And if it doesn't, you'll see once it's paint that it will show. So working with something wet, normally it would be dry. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to, I still got my bigger gun, but I thought my little one will work well. I'm simply going to write Nutty with my glue gun. And I'm a lousy speller, folks, so my daughter wrote it down for me. And I'm also dyslexic, so if I write something backwards, most likely it's backwards. If you think it's backwards, it probably is. And that's just the unfortunate of being dyslexic.
Darlene said, this is different. Great.
Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let me grab my glue sticks. Forgot to put them by me. Finally got the glue sticks. Yay. I even got my big glue stick, but I need it this small so I can't use my big gun, which I love so much. Okay. We're writing on Nutty. If you guys are, if you can write in calligraphy or more fancy, this is where you want it to show. I'm not really good at that stuff, but this is where you can really just shine it out. Yeah, I'm taking a chance of burning myself right now. Don't do this part, guys. But like I said, I am dyslexic, so I actually started to make that into something else, and I want to fix it. Because that's not cool. Okay, so I've got my Nutty. And I'm going to put a real simple little Ann. And yeah, I put it kind of lower on the book. But I did that for a reason because I already know how I'm going to decorate it. Kind of had it pre in my brain. So hopefully this will dry fast enough to just go ahead to the next step. If not, we're all going to cry. No, I'm joking. We're not. Okay, now we got to put on Nutty here. Oh, nice. I'm sorry. Just put on nice right in here on the same thing. Nice. Our little spider webs out of our way. Now, if it was the Halloween one, I wouldn't care about the spider webs. They will work quite well because it will all work right into it. Okay, Nutty and nice. Go ahead and set my glue gun out of the way. And if you guys are hearing it's because Grandpa's system's going, and I swear that man's deaf. Okay, anyways. It's not a problem, though. It doesn't bother me. I just didn't want it to bother anybody else. Okay, guys, I see one little arrow, and that will drive me insane because it will stick up. It was one of the little streamers, so I'm just simply going to cut that little piece off because the next step, hopefully, will just hide everything else. The little streamers. And like I said, if this was a Halloween one, we would want it on there. Okay, get those little spider webs off. Okay, so we got our Nutty and nice on there. Well, I know that's two. And I got my brush here. Oops, get out of my way. Now, our next step, once it dries, we have to pretend it's dry. Also, you can write Nutty and nice on the side, like it's like a real book on the shelf, okay? So we can go ahead and we're going to paint it. Come on. I am using acrylic paint again. And this one here is Lipstick Red. So I hope this works. There it comes. It's a little thick, but I'm not worried about that. Let's go ahead and grab some water. Oops. Grab a little bit of water. Okay. And what we're going to do is from this point on, oops, I just splattered my own eye. We're just going to paint it. And see how the naughty and the nice shows up? That's what we're after. And I want to do it red because it is a Christmas. And like I said, this is not dry. So if it starts to shift, normally you do it dry and it won't shift. But that's okay. We're just going to work with what we got today. I could have pre-done it ahead of time, but that would have defeated the purpose of me showing you how to do it. And I wanted you guys to see how to do it. So if you decide to, you can make one of these with your children. If you decide to do the hot glue part, depends on the age of the children. Of course, you may want to do that part. I hope everybody is having a nice beginning of a December. Getting ready for Christmas if you celebrate it, or Hanukkah. Okay, so we get this here going. Let me pick that up. I'm just painting it. I'm not doing anything specific, guys. I'm just making sure I don't have any big clogs right around the letters. And you just want to make sure that your letters show, okay? That's all I'm doing. Okay, let me get these. Getting those little ridges there. And there we go. We got our ridges. And once it dries, you guys, I'll probably go back and just finish painting the edges and stuff, because I'm not going to be able to do the whole book, because I'm not going to be able to put it face down because it won't dry fast enough.
Darlene said, I had mouth surgery today, so my mouth is sore. Tomorrow will be better.
Oh, man. Well, I hope you feel better real soon, Darlene. I hope whatever the problem was, they were able to fix it for you. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish painting this real fast. I really don't want to put too much paint on it because it is still wet. Okay. We're almost done here. And I'm going to go ahead and get the side right here, even though I don't have a lot of paper on it, because what I'm going to put there is really going to hide that anyways.
Darlene said implants.
Implants. Oh, lucky lady. I need to get my teeth fixed, obviously. It's funny, you know, this thing ran down from generation to generation with the teeth, and mine lasted a very long time. I kept them 40-some years. My mama lost her teeth at 16, and no man on this planet, no woman would ever know they were fake. The doctor said the dentist said because she was so young and did not want her to be embarrassed or anything like that, he took great pride in making sure that her teeth was exceptional.
She says, I've been working at it over a year now.
Oh, wow. I know it's nobody's business. Maybe you can private message me. I would love to know approximately how much they cost. You do not have to, put it online. I know it takes a lot. I have to have a whole mouth put in, literally top and bottom. And I'm praying that someday God will just bless me so that I can. Because let me tell you, I just want to be able to sit down. I know I'm fat. No big, I know I am. I'm not saying that. I want to be able to sit down and eat a meal and just really enjoy that meal. Not having sore gums or wondering if I can chew it here, and I know you know what I'm talking about. I just want to be able to enjoy that meal, so I really want my teeth done. Okay, so I got my naughty and nice on there. Let me put this in water right here. Our next step is to, at this point we're decorating. This is awful wet. Too bad I can't just go like that and dry real fast, right guys? Okay, we're gonna have to pretend it is dry because this is what I planned for today. I really thought the sun would be out, and of course we are finally starting to get fall. So at decorating, you guys, all I can suggest is do it your way. Do it the way that suits your Christmas style. You know, however you want it. Yes, baby.
She said, look into the payment plan. It's a lot. I've lost 60 pounds because of that.
Wow. I gained it. I know it went. I've gained a lot, but I actually gained a lot of weight because I was in a car accident. We were in a car accident. And I broke my back. And I became absolutely useless in my eyes. So I ate out of depression from that. And of course, I cannot sit down and eat very healthy meals because I can't chew the food. I choke. So on top of that, I was eating a lot of junk food. So I probably gained, well, I have to say, at least a good 60 to 80 pounds. But I really did a good job on my back. Well, I didn't do it. The person that hit me did it. I'm not too happy with them. They lied about everything. So needless to say.
Darlene said, I want pizza.
Ooh, pizza sounds so good. Yeah, pizza and a nice big salad. You know how hard it is for me to eat a salad? Well, you might. I crave salads. Okay, so our next step is to decorate. What I wanted to do for mine is I'm going to add, of course, as you can tell, it's not dry. We're pretending it is, okay, guys? Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add my little Santa hat because I want to show you some decorations, ideas you can do with your naughty and nice. Another thing you can do once this is dry, matter of fact, let me do it now, guys, because my book is never going to be dry at this rate. So oops, yes, this is white. I'm going to take my white acrylic paint before I even put my hat on. And I got my glue gun.
Chips are fast food in a year. I'm missing. She said salad.
And said what?
Salad.
Salad, yes. Yeah, I miss it too. I miss food. I really miss being able to enjoy food. I had false teeth, but they were so funny. I honestly, God, think they gave me somebody else's teeth. Because when they put them in right after they pull them right after the surgery, and you're waking up with these new teeth in your mouth. But what they neglect to tell you is, oh, have you ever had these part of your mouth teeth? Well, when I was real young, that section of my teeth was pulled, so I never had teeth there. They made them so big I couldn't close my mouth. And ever since then, it just kind of went down the drain. One of the things you can do, which I wanted to do and totally forgot until I looked at now, is I want to add some white going through this because I really just want to give it a little bit of creative. And it's not dry, so it will kind of look pinkish, but this is what I got to work with right now, and that's all right. It'll just give it that little different look to it. Okay, let me pick some more white up. And hopefully my naughty and my nice will show up a little better. And once it dries, I'm really hoping it'll come out a lot better. But it's just not dry enough. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do with my white. Let me pull some up here. Okay, good enough. And clean my brush. Now we're going to go ahead and go back to the gluing, guys. Even though it's still nice and wet. Oh, yeah, I dropped my glue gun. And my glasses. No, that wasn't good for my glasses, though. Oh, well. My seat. Okay, so now what we're going to do is find my glue sticks. Oh, well, I'll just get new ones out. Get my glue sticks over here.
Nick said hello.
Hi, Nick. Welcome. So I know it's still wet, but it's the way it goes in this time of year. And it is alive, so I want to make sure I get to show you guys every little thing you can do. I mean, there's so many opportunities and different things you can do. You just be creative, do it your way. But I thought it'd be really cool to have a Santa hat on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Santa hat on this. And I can always walk around it being wet. Okay, let me get this here to hold. Get some of this glue to come out. Okay, and get it to go down. Okay, so I got this started. What I'm gonna do now, put the lid on my paint because I will spill it. You guys know me. I will guarantee spill it. If you guys haven't and you want to, can you please like and share my page? I really would appreciate it. Okay, now on the inside.
And Darlene said, "Oh yes, I thought getting the right fit, but they won't stay in. My implants will be ready someday." And James said, "Hello, Shauna and family. How are you?"
Oh, they won't stay in. That's so not cool. I understand that feeling totally. And who else was it, Joni?
Jane, she said, "Hello, Shauna and family. How are you?"
Oh, hi, Jane. Thank you, love. It's okay. Okay, all I'm doing, guys, is I'm making it so that it can go around and my hat can pick up. I know you can't see this, but I'm trying to pick up my hat and get it to stick right here. Because of the way I cut this section out because I knew it wouldn't fit all the way around. And so what we're doing is just trying to make this adjust to how I want it in my book. And for some reason it caught a page and wouldn't let go of it. So we're just going to include that page in a little design here. Not a big deal. So I got my hat started. And it's still wet, but we're going to go ahead. And I'm going to bring down my little Santa ball here. Add more glue. These little glue guns just don't hold enough glue, do they, guys? All right, add a little more glue. Get it to go. And just want it to right about there. Okay. Hopefully you still see my naughty and nice. I probably covered it, but that's all right. We can all adjust it. It's still working there. Get it to pull. There we go. And get that to sit. Now we kind of got our Santa hat on, and we're going to just leave it like that for now because it's just way too wet to flip it over. But you get the idea. You can hook it on the inside. And the very back on this one, let me see if I can show you guys. Let me get a hold of the book. Once I pull my Santa part around and I do the back, you do the back the exact same way you do the front, okay? Because you're all going to paint it. So whatever color you did the front, include it on the back. So it looks literally like a whole book. It's just been painted, okay? Excuse me, my shirt's falling down. I don't like that. Okay, so now I got my Santa hat on here. Now I want a little more decorations to it. So what I wanted to do, see if I can back you guys up just a little. I know it's still a little too wet, but we're going to do it anyways.
Oh, I'm going to get this wrong, but it's a very pretty name.
Okay.
Hi, Janelda.
Hi, Janelda. Welcome. What I did, that is a pretty name. What I did was I had some old decorations from very old Christmas stuff that was in something I purchased. Instead of throwing them away, I decided I'm going to keep them and include them in things. I think this could be the one place that I include some of them. So what I thought about doing, see, because you can pretty much do anything, go that way, at this point. And pull off some of my little twigs here that I got. These ones
Jane said, "We are cold."
We're cold here too, Jane. And we got some clouds. But I guarantee it'll probably rain there a whole heck of a lot before we get any. You guys have been getting a lot of rain compared to us. We had rain maybe 2 days and nothing even we're talking about. So I wanted to add my little holly. That is Jane Wright, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure it was a friend of mine that I was talking to because she knows what I'm talking about. Let's see. Go ahead and put my little holly. Put little holly on my hat. Because, well, it's Christmas. And I do have some of these little things I wanted to add. But I'm not sure if I really like it. I don't know. I feel like plastic. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut it off. Make them as long as you want, you guys. As short as you want. Excuse me. Since these are plastics, I may not even use it. I don't like the plastics. And it doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think?
Okay. Jane said, "Drinking a lot of hot tea." And Darlene said, "Rain and snow mixed in Wisconsin."
Oh, wow. Love hot tea. As long as it's sweet hot tea. I'm a sugar fanatic. I know, but can't really enjoy anything, no teeth. So I just enjoy that. And as for rain and snow, we so far haven't really got anything. We won't get snow. We should get rain, they say. They've been saying that forever.
Yeah, they said it's supposed to rain today, but that's probably a lie.
Supposed to rain today? Yeah.
It's
They
supposed to
have
rain
said that
today.
several times, and we don't get nothing. It hits my friend's home. She calls me up. We got rain. I'm like, no, we didn't. Anyways, I'm talking about my friend Tammy. Her business name is Ginger's Reef and Things. You guys, feel free to take a peek over there and see what she makes. She does really good work. Very nice work. So all I'm going to do is add some of my little decorations here to kind of give it a little something special. Just to give it little details. And I lost my berries. Where did my berries go? Okay, found my berries. I want to just add a little cluster of berries. It's usually 3 in one of those, but I think what we will do is take this one and see how it works. Because these are plastic, and like I said, don't like the plastic. We're just going to add that little piece right there and call it good enough. Okay, so you can just design it any way you want, you guys. A little Santa hat, give it a little berry, a little bit of, pull up that color a little more. Now, the other thing I wanted to do is, like I said, I had a bunch of these little pieces off of old Christmas stuff. That was in a bunch of stuff I bought.
Johnny said pumpkin spice coffee here.
Oh, there you go. Pumpkin spice coffee. Okay, that really sounds good, actually. I'm not a coffee drinker, but pumpkin spice coffee sounds good. What I wanted to do, I'll turn it back so you guys can see it, is I thought I had to get some use of these presents. And if you guys ever had any of these or seen them, they're about that big. So I cut them in half. And I found out it's just styrofoam underneath the bottom. So perfect. All I did is cut them in half, put the cheap little ribbon they had on them back. And I call it my cheap little ribbons.
Jane said we had plenty of rain last week.
Stick them on there.
And we were supposed to get rain from today on.
That'd be nice, Jane.
And then she said, enjoy the sugar for me. I can't. I gave it up.
Smart girl. Trust me, I'm trying. But you know me, that's the hardest thing for me to give up is sugar. I am a sugar fanatic, guys, which is not a good thing. Especially since my back. Because I can't walk and get the weight off. And yeah, no. Definitely not good. So anyways, I've just put my little decorations in a corner. Kind of give it something a little different to make it stand out. And I wanted to make sure that I use those because, like I said, they are old school. I don't like that. Don't know what to do with them. So I just thought I'd include them in this decoration. So as you can tell, let me add a little glue there. Part of my Santa hat in the back came up. I don't think I ever glued it on. There we go. So kind of looks like this now. You can still see the naughty and nice. And once it dries, you can go through and take off your little spider webs. There you go. And now you got your Christmas naughty and nice left. And hopefully, if you guys decide to do this, other things you can do is like make the naughty and nice maybe a little smaller. Put a Santa Claus belt on it or something like that. And just give it, give it your own little special touch. I wanted to add some silver to this. I pulled this little guy up. So what I'm going to do is probably cut it right about here. I just wanted to give it just a little difference. I don't know if I want to put them in. Yeah, I'll just put them there. Oops. Glue, 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 glue. And just go ahead and add it right in there. Kind of might look like a little tree once it's in there is what I was
Johnny
thinking.
said, I found I can eat bread pudding without my teeth. Yay!
Yay, all right.
And Jane said, especially the chocolate. And Darlene said, I like that.
There you go. I can't wait to get my teeth done. Excuse me. So, anyways, this is kind of my little take on the naughty and nice. Unfortunately, because it hasn't dried, and I don't want to lay it flat on this side yet, you guys. So once you get to this point, if it's not drying because of your weather, it may take what normally should have taken 10, 20 minutes. It may take a half an hour or 2 hours, depending on where you live. And then once it dries, you guys flip it over, and then you can do the back. Remember, you get to do the exact same thing. Mod Podge, paper towel, design what you want on it with the glue stick, if anything, since it's the back. And then you can put paint it red, or have you design the front, design the same on the back, so it looks consistent. And then design your Naughty and Nice book. Now, once mine is totally done, and I take pictures of everything I made for Christmas, all my wreaths and stuff that I do make wreaths and stuff, guys. So all my wreaths and stuff I make will go on the inside here, and this will be my little Naughty and Nice decoration book. So this is pretty much this is really a lot of fun, you guys, to be honest with you. It gives you something different to do.
And said, great idea. And Jane said, it's beautiful.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, Jane. So it gives you guys something different to do. It gives you guys a different idea of what you can make out of your books. So you can make your spell books. You can make your Christmas books. And also, before we go, let me move this out of my way. I know I'm just bound to burn myself on it.
How's your thing that you put the Mod Podge and glitter in?
Oh, that's what we're going to get right now. We're going to take a look at that. So far, as you can tell, it's starting to dry. And it looks like it really would work, especially if you look on the outside, not the inside. Let me turn it this way. It is starting to clear. The Mod Podge is starting to disappear. And the gold glitter is starting to show.
Tammy said, I love it. And Jane said, love it.
Thank you both. So at this point, let me move my little Christmas book out of the way. Let me just set it right there. If it falls, don't try to catch it. Just let it fall. Otherwise, you'll ruin your new clothes. At this point, you guys, you can add anything you want to, because you can tell it's going to actually work once it dries. And I wish I had a little tea thing to put in here, but yesterday the decorations we made, I kind of put it on those. I do have to make like 4 more for my front yard. So it's going to work, which I think is really, really cool, because when you want to wash it or wipe it down, things get dusty, especially up here. It'll be a lot easier to clean. Even the front, I probably shouldn't put my hand in there wet, but it actually does feel pretty good. So it looks like it's going to dry, and it's going to work as well as we were hoping. So at this point, if you guys want it, you can do any decorations. You can put your little streamer and bows around it. If I would have thought about pulling the stuff out, I didn't think it would dry this fast. I would have pulled them out, and then we could have just finished it up. But as you can tell, you can just put like this. This is one of those old little things I found. You just put anything you want on it. This is totally up to you now. Do the outside with the glitter if you want it, or any color glitter you want. It's totally up to you and what you prefer. I think it'll work. So we're hoping, right? It looks good. I love the inside. What do y'all think? Imagine if the outside will look as good as the inside we got it made. Let me set that back down without breaking it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. And once again, once this dries and I get to do the back, I will take a photograph and upload it for you guys so you can see it. But for now, we got our Naughty and Nice little book here going, or picture book. So I think it worked out pretty well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. And as always, be blessed.